This is Life, Liberty, Happiness with Brian Schley and Trent Warner. Real talk, real freedom.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Life, Liberty, Happiness. I am your host, Brian Sly. We are live in the Counts Realty and Auction Group Towers here in beautiful Bedford, Virginia. Check out the latest auctions at countsauction.com. Thank you also to David Hallnaker at State Farm, like a good neighbor. David is there. Make sure you check us out on YouTube and search at LLH_podcast and hit the subscribe button. Also, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like us, share us, stalk us, whatever you got to do. Live in the studio with me today, Trent Warner.
Hey, Annie.
And Emma running around, pushing buttons, straightening cameras, doing everything she does. Right? Emma?
Yeah.
Couple weeks, Emma's not going to be here. We got a new producer coming in.
You keep saying that, but you don't say who. Who's working? Who's being trained?
We releasing
You'll find
it?
out. It's a secret. Just kidding, you know him.
Does Woody know?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I told him.
Oh,
I told him.
it's Logan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
He's got to learn something for a trade.
yeah, exactly.
Can't keep working with you.
A little later on in the show, we have a special guest,
Yeah.
Ty Severa.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
We'll talk to him and catch up on stuff he's got going on.
Yeah.
But right now, we'll get to backwards and forwards.
Oh, you know what? I might need to turn the sound on.
What did you forget?
I just turned the sound off. My bad.
You're okay. You're running.
Thanks. I was running around today.
You've been a little behind, but we're catching up.
Do you ever do at the end of a project,
It's okay.
you have what we learned and what can we do better? You ever have those things?
Yeah.
Well, maybe at the end of the show, we should have one of those.
For what I can do better. That's what I can do better.
Oh, you're so mean.
Are we going to be difficult today?
Nope. I'm waiting for your mom to start texting.
Wow.
I mean, chatting.
Nobody's better than Father David.
Father David.
He takes care of everything. All right.
Yes.
So we are in the middle of, man, I'm telling you, everything is chaotic right now.
Yeah.
Everything. So we're in the middle of our renovations. That
Oh.
is my kitchen now.
That's the picture of it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what? I've
That's your kitchen?
I got a clip next week.
Yes.
I got a clip of Ashley.
Oh, wonderful.
This is I'm just
Something I need to know.
throwing a bait out. Yep, you will.
That's
agree
my
with her.
bathroom. So everything is literally torn to pieces.
Wow.
Starting to put back together.
Who cut all the drywall off and then stripped it?
Believe it or not, a lot of this has been done by me.
Oh, wow.
So let's not make fun.
I didn't think you were that tall. How'd you get up there?
As you can see, there's a wall built in front of there.
Oh, okay. A little step ladder, maybe.
Yep, there's a lot of right there.
Anyway, the first pick.
Yes.
Can you believe it or not? That is the original. Well, not original, but that was the floor underneath the floor we ripped out.
Oh, the tile.
But I'm starting to want. It's a linoleum, right?
Yeah.
A roll sheet. But if you zoom in, can you zoom in, Emma?
That's pretty impressive that you were able to strip the floor without tearing that up.
Because it was just floating floor over top.
I don't think zoom in is an option.
At the doorway, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a big red stain. And I'm like,
They've been killed.
that's what I told my wife. I was like, is there something people were trying to hide prior?
Who put the new floor in?
We ain't put it in yet.
No, the one that you tore out.
I have
Who
no
put that
idea.
in? So whoever shot that person probably put the floor in, and there may be some DNA samples you should take before you cover that up.
It's not, I mean, literally, there's red stain there, but even where those two rugs are,
Yeah.
that's cut out. Just that one little section. Exactly.
You might start a little investigation.
It's a little
I have to ask Ty if he knows anybody in the FBI.
Might need to. But anyway, we are mechanical and plumbing and electric are in there currently as we speak. So they should be wrapping up, and then we'll be putting the finishes back together next week, and then cabinets the week after. So hopefully we will be back in business.
Is this your forever home?
It is. We literally, before we started this process, considered building the house up above the pond, right off of 43, and then we just decided, you know what? Let's just renovate the kitchen.
I mean, you raised Reagan in that house the whole time,
yeah.
and then she goes away. You just stay in that and stay in there.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna just do a vacation property somewhere, and just be done with it.
Ooh,
It's
can I
more.
pick?
It's more of Ashley's forever own than yours because
Yeah.
she keeps feeding you salt, hoping that,
Yes,
that it's less forever
that's
for
why I
you.
bought a fifth wheel and built a building out here for it.
Place to go to.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
anyway, that is the renovations update. So that is what I've been doing.
That was your backwards.
Yeah, that's what I did last weekend was haul drywall and flooring.
Yeah.
I can't move. Like I told my wife, I said, man, you chose the wrong person to do this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm good at telling people what to do, but physically doing it, nah.
Yeah. You find out what muscles you haven't been using.
Yeah, it hurts. All right, what'd you do?
The Frenches had a little graduation party for
nice.
Braden. He graduated from Virginia Tech. So we had a little get together down at where he's living. Dude, down in Salem,
Yeah.
like, you know where the Civic Center is? Mm-hmm. The Salem Civic Center? Yeah. Well, you know that little neighborhood across the street?
Know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, well, if you go back there, I mean, if you went way back there, there's like a junkyard back that way. Well, somebody has bought all the properties that were right there, and they've made apartments there in the middle. I'm telling you, it's probably 4 stories, and it's got a rooftop.
Wow.
It's got an infinity pool. It has. You have no idea that would be right there in the middle of Salem. God, and if you're a young kid to live there, man,
These kids got it nice.
More coming too.
it's rolling. Yeah, they had probably 2 or 3 more buildings to build just right there in that little triangle area.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
So at
it's
any
gorgeous.
point in time, did you utter the words "Go Hokies"?
No,
Trent.
I've never uttered those in my life.
Can't go to a graduation party.
Yeah. So the other thing that was,
Just remember, Brian, that he said this.
I visited my parents thinking my oldest daughter would be there, but I miscommunicated. Actually, she miscommunicated with me, but she didn't know I was coming for lunch, and she had already left. And so they did pick up the Hoosier cabinet. What's a really cool story is when my daughter was born 28 years ago,
Yes.
my dad refinished a Hoosier cabinet. Do you know what that is? Okay, so it's something the old people had. So you can probably remember your grandmother, when you opened up the cabinet, there was like a flour sifter. You know, back in the days when they had wood stoves, they had this Hoosier cabinet, and it was made for like making bread, and had all the houses had the same Hoosier cabinet. And so my dad bought one, and they had painted it green because that's what people did. They painted their furniture back in the day. And he stripped all that, refinished it, and for 28 years has talked about, one of these days Audrey's going to take that home. And man, my dad teared up when
Wow.
she took she
did
and
take
Josh took the Hoosier cabinet. Yeah.
And that's different. I'm only asking because I don't know. From a pie safe.
I don't know what a pie safe is, so maybe it's the exact same thing. So yeah,
I never
it's got a
understood.
rolling
I
pin.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. But the pie safes, I think, had the tin like on the doors.
Yeah.
With the little patterns on them.
Yeah, no, this wasn't that, but you'd recognize it if you Google it.
Gotcha.
So anyway, it was kind of a cool family thing that my daughter finally took it because she's having a daughter.
Nice.
And so it's something that she can pass down now.
Emma, you were moving this weekend into a tiny home.
I did.
Wow.
That's
I
awesome.
did.
Like for real? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a tiny home or just
Yeah.
a small house? Like a tiny house?
No,
Yeah,
tiny home.
tiny house.
Who built it?
It's one of Caitlin's dads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a tiny home community or just a house that's tiny in a farm?
Can't wait to hear this response.
All of the above. There's 3 of them. So
Allegedly.
You
Caitlin,
can't find the other 2. They're tiny.
Oh no, they're there.
Caitlin's brother
I don't know
and
if they're supposed
girlfriend
Oh,
One of
okay.
the
live in the other one. I live in
okay.
the middle one, and then 2 of his workers live in the other one.
So it's a compound.
to be.
Yeah.
This sounds a little unsolicited. So are you renting it or did you buy it? Okay.
Did I buy it?
Yeah.
It's rented. It's in a undisclosed location here in beautiful Bedford.
Yeah, undisclosed.
Okay. Are you excited?
Yeah, I just brought my dog over. We've been having a ball. Except I have a bug problem.
Very nice.
I'm getting Father David to come spray.
Okay.
When she said she's had a bug problem, she saw an ant.
I did not actually. I saw a giant spider come out of my bathroom.
Oh yeah.
And I saw another bug on my thing that I killed.
'Tis the season.
I don't like it. Give me winter. No bugs.
Well, if you need a cleaning,
Hey,
In
Might know the guy.
In my
Might know the guy.
tiny,
hey,
very tiny house.
The view is unbelievable.
Yes, the view is amazing.
It's
I'm right
excited
under the
about that.
mountains. So
yeah,
I have to bring Ginger over and let you keep her for a weekend and see what it looks like.
forever,
No.
it's awesome.
little ginger.
All right, quickly this weekend,
Yes.
I'm trying to solicit a few to go to the Pulaski race, but I haven't been successful.
Okay. Well, you've mentioned it to me, so I kind of planted the seed with Marty. I can't just say I'm going.
know.
So I had to tell her. Brian said, and then a couple of days later, I'll go. Hey, you still think it's okay that I go? So I'm still in that mode.
Okay,
So there's a chance I could go.
that's. I think I still might go. Just
Is
what if
it
I go by myself?
Pulaski?
what's the weather look like?
Pulaski?
I haven't looked.
I
I think it's supposed to be like 80s and partly cloudy. Pretty good
might
weather.
be good to go.
Cool,
Yep.
Where's it at?
Pulaski.
Next to Radford.
It's such a nice venue.
Yeah.
Like it's unbelievable.
It's the best late model facility in the country, in my opinion. One of the best.
That's great.
Very good. So I don't think I have anything planned for the weekend. Oh, I did get a Amazon pressure washer. So I'm like excited about trying to pressure wash.
Get a Vivor.
I got one it could have been batteries, but it's electric. So I just want to see how it works. I'm like excited to pressure wash. So see how that goes.
I actually pushed my new electric lawnmower. the
Oh,
other
really?
day.
Oh my gosh. Do we have video proof?
I got one for the backyard, just the fenced-in area.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Because the guy that cuts my grass, his lawnmower won't go through the gate. And for 2 years, he's like, "Man, I really wish you'd widen that gate." I'm like, "Are you that lazy that you can't?" So I literally bought an electric one so he could use it inside the gate. And I
that's
was standing there. I was like, "I'll try that thing out."
Yeah,
Works like a charm.
I love this. Man, I love the whole electric thing. I used to be against it, but I've come around on them.
Got a weed eater that's electric and it's perfect.
Wow.
I think I think there are niches for it. There's no doubt and that's one of them.
I mean, one of the things I like is, we have both vehicles in a garage, and I don't want the smell of gasoline in the garage, so it just keeps any of that out of there.
Yeah.
So it works out good.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, Emma, you got anything coming up this weekend?
I'm just working,
Nice.
which is why I can't go to the race. So don't come after me.
That's all right.
Perfect.
I thought we weren't being difficult today. I thought.
All right, moving on. This
Yes.
day in history.
This day in history.
How about this one? In 1937,
Yeah.
the Hindenburg disaster
That was wild.
happened. Emma, do you have any clue what the Hindenburg disaster was?
I've heard of it, but I can't remember.
Really?
They used to teach that in school. They used to show
That's
that
what I
video.
don't understand.
What did the guy say?
The Hindenburg?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No.
That's what I would have said, in all
Video,
fairness.
the guy in the camera. Oh, the humanity.
Oh,
Oh,
I-
humanity.
yeah.
Remember?
yeah.
He starts screaming it.
So literally, I think it was, I forget how many people died. It was a lot. It burned up.
You didn't do any
It was
research?
a hot air balloon. Yes.
Yeah.
Emma, did you look it up?
Oh no.
The Hindenburg.
Yeah, I think it used. I think it was something because it didn't use helium; it used hydrogen. I
Yeah.
think that was the air, and that's why they don't use that anymore because it's too very, very too flammable.
And I think it happened in New York.
Oh,
God, that's horrible.
New Jersey.
New Jersey,
New Jersey, yeah. New York, New Jersey.
crazy.
Anyway, and yours was
So, 51 million people saw this in. I'll tell you the year, 2004.
oh, it's got to be Seinfeld.
The final episode of
Seinfeld.
Nope. Friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
That wasn't the last one. Was that late?
Yeah, 2004. I thought that long ago. It feels like this. If you would have told me when did Friends end, I would have said 2010.
What? I would have said 02.
Yeah, I would have thought early.
I don't know.
But didn't Seinfeld?
But that was one I really
Draw a
didn't
big-
grasp. I didn't
yeah.
get that show very much. I know people love it, and it's blasphemy
I
to say
love
that.
it.
And I know
That
the
is
ladies
crazy.
love the show. But that was one to me. I couldn't get past Ross. Once I don't like a character, it's hard for me to watch.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
yes,
There's-
we know.
Why?
You like that on everything.
Oh yeah, that. What
I
was that?
can't do that.
Yeah, what was that? Third Rock from the Sun or
I don't like that.
no? What was your the one you love and you get mad that I don't like it? The guy's like real funny. He's the nerd. This little astronaut nerd kind of guy.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
Everybody Loves Raymond?
No, it was of that genre. It was back in the day.
Huh.
Not that far. I'll think of it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
This Day in History is brought to you by...
Need insurance in Bedford? I'm David Honecker, your local State Farm agent. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got you covered with personalized service and great rates. Let us help you protect what matters most with the reliability and trust of State Farm. Call us today at 540-586-8194 or visit our office that is conveniently located at 1232 East Lynchburg Salem Turnpike in Bedford, right beside the Walmart. We are your go-to State Farm agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call us today.
All right, welcome back to the program. You're listening to Life, Liberty, Happiness. Check us out on YouTube at LLH_podcast. Today's special guest, Ty Severa.
Yes,
Is that how you say that? I don't want.
that's
All
correct.
right. Welcome to the program. First,
Thanks for having me.
Ty is the owner of First Response Building Services.
Yes.
All right, tell us one before we get into exactly what you're doing. Let's talk about you in general. Where's home?
Home is in Roanoke. It's in Cave Spring. Born and raised all my life in Roanoke, Vinton area is where I went to school. Went to William Byrd. Graduated in 2016, and I've just stayed around since then. So,
2016.
yeah,
So you're a young one.
yeah, I am. I
Let's
guess you could
see.
say.
Well, no, I mean, when I think about that, I know there was a 3-year stretch there. William Byrd was pretty daggone good in football.
That was right after I left. I did not get to live that, but
They had a really good run there.
yeah, they were starting to look up my senior year.
Yeah.
And the 2 years after that, I think they went to. I know they went to the playoffs both years, and I think they went to the state semis one year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember that team. I was coaching at Liberty, so I do remember that.
Yep.
Remember it vividly.
yeah. I think there was a year recently that they went to the state championship and lost to, I think it was Liberty. Or no, it was the school up in Lynchburg right beside Liberty High School,
LCA?
Right? Or LCA?
LCA,
Yeah, in the state championship game. I think
Gotcha.
that was like 2 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
All right. So after high school, what do you end up doing?
So I had gotten an interest in public safety before I graduated. I met a deputy that actually was up here in Bedford County. He was a sergeant at the time.
Okay.
And did a couple of ride-alongs, and I just fell in love with it. So wasn't old enough at the time, so I went to Roanoke County Dispatch. I was a dispatcher for 2 years,
Okay.
answering 911 calls, and knew that was just a jumping block for me.
Sure.
So then I was the youngest to be hired by Roanoke County Police. I was 20 when they hired me. Didn't turn 21 until 6 weeks before the academy ended.
Wow.
And then hit the streets at 21. So
Does Roanoke also do Cardinal?
no, we have our own, or they had their own
Okay.
academy, joint with Roanoke City.
Gotcha.
So, about 70% of what we did was with the city.
Right.
And then the other was, county specific stuff.
I got you.
So it's over by the airport. So
I'm assuming once you got into that, was it what you expected or was it different?
it was definitely what I expected. And the only reason I can say that is because I had done so many ride alongs. I had kind of, I was all in, I was consumed by it, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I got burnt out so quickly. But that first several years, it was what I expected, what I wanted, and was fulfilling.
So
Before you go much farther, just gotta ask one question by chance. When you were doing the dispatch, did you ever work with Melissa Williams? Do you know Melissa Williams? Missy Williams?
Do not.
Okay. All right. Just wondering. So she was at dispatch forever, but I'm not sure if it was Roanoke County. Just wondered.
Gotcha.
So I always tell people who are listening that if you ever get a chance to do a ride along, whether you're interested in law enforcement or not, it's worth going.
You still tell stories when you did it.
It's some of my favorite memories are just, I had a buddy of mine that was a police officer, city of Lynchburg, and he worked third. At that time, they worked third. They had 3 shifts.
Yep.
And so like if I was going to be off the next day, I'd call him and I'd say, "Hey, can I ride tonight?" And he's like, "Heck yeah." And it's an eye-opening experience.
Yep.
And it's so many levels to it. Like it's not just one thing. It was like, unfortunately, one of the calls we went on was a murder. And just there's so many things that nobody thinks about. To me, it had been at a hotel, yet once they found out it was a dead body, they closed the door, and then they're not allowed to go in until a search warrant comes. And it's
Right.
like
Yeah.
it's little things that nobody.
It's a lot.
And then
Yeah.
after that, it's boring.
Right.
Because you're standing at
You're
a
sitting
door.
there. Yeah. You're sitting or standing. Hopefully you're sitting, but most of the time you're standing on, on the LE side if you're there. But
Yeah.
I had a stretch where probably the first 5 years of my career when I would have a ride along, the first ride along I ever had, I made an arrest on. And that, you usually ride alongs in our department would come in, they'd be with an officer and they'd go write some traffic tickets or something. And then, the day's done, right? Yeah. I was like, no, I may have one arrest. I want to carry that on. So for the first probably 5 years, I never had a ride along that I did not make an arrest on.
Oh, wow.
And that extended into, I had a ride along that witnessed a fight in front of my car. I had a ride along that witnessed a foot pursuit of mine that ended up being with a homicide suspect, like after the fact. And just some crazy stuff that I felt was good for them to see.
Yeah.
These citizens get to see something that they otherwise may have not have seen. So
Did you do that for about 10 years?
so I went into dispatch at 2016, and then PD 2018, and I left last year. So it was about 9 years.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
And is there a lot of court time? Do you?
Oh,
also-
it's a ton of court time. Yeah,
Really?
I did a lot of interdiction in my time. So I chose to be proactive and try to arrest people and get dope off the streets. And there was times where I would have 3 or 4 page docket, and I would just be there from 9 in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
So
I wonder that because I've done a little stint myself for excessive speeding, and then one time Brian and I hunted near some game, hunted near some bait.
That we
Which
did.
we
We,
didn't
had
put-
nothing to do with.
And so I've been in court twice, and I think, man, sitting here all day just people watching would be incredible. And your wife, I mean, she works at the courthouse, so I mean, it's like literally stuff I would be fascinated to watch it every day, but I don't think I could sit in there all day long.
yeah,
I think the biggest thing that I'm not sure people understand is, and he can probably speak more to this, is there is a separation between the judge and the police officer. So it's, I mean, you, the citizen, the police officer, and the judge, they are not connected.
Yeah.
The
Not
judge
at
and
all.
the police officer.
not at all.
As a matter of fact, it's probably a little more standoffish on that end.
Right, because it's
definitely gotten
defense
that way.
first. Right. Yeah.
The later part of my career, it definitely, in my opinion, it felt that way.
Yeah.
And not to the extent that I felt like it was. It felt that way.
frustrating.
We'll leave it at that.
No, it's
and
frustrating.
depending on what Commonwealth attorney you have
Yes.
that's with you, there's some really good attorneys that I worked with, and there were some that maybe I felt like didn't have my best interest in mind at times.
Sure.
And that complicated it too. And it compounds on itself when you're in court constantly. Like a person like myself would be there sometimes 3-4 times a week. And when I was on midnight shift, it didn't matter if I had worked 10 hours and I had been up since 4 o'clock the day before. I'm expected to either stay over to 9 or go home and sleep for an hour and a half and put my uniform back on and be there at 11.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And that was brutal,
Yeah.
to say the least.
I never thought about that.
Oh yeah. There's just little. That's what I'm saying. There's so many little things that I don't. We talk about it all the time about the sacrifices that you make. It's also why divorce rates are
Yes.
through the roof.
Yes.
Because you don't. There's not a lot of time, and it's brutal.
Yeah. I don't know how my wife and I would do it right now. We have a 15-month-old at home, love her to death. And, I left right after she was born, and thinking about the schedule that I had, and, I don't think we would have been able to do it. She would have had to cut hours back. And, she was making more than I was at the police department, doing what she does. So it would have been tough. She gets hours cut, and then we're, juggling around who's taking her to the sitter and vice versa. And so, yeah, it's really tough.
All right, so tell us how you got into this next phase.
Sure. So 2024 comes around. Actually, let's back up a little bit. 2023, I had both my parents are self-employed, have been for as long as I can remember. my dad in the racing industry, had his own business racing for 20, 30 years, keeping up people's race cars, and then my mom had a cleaning business, and so that gene, I guess, was always there. And 2023, I started developing an interest in real estate. So I started a real estate company with my brother-in-law, started flipping land, and kind of got a taste of what that side of the fence looks like, and just kind of some of the things that, are good on the entrepreneurial side and some of the freedoms that it could give you. And then my father-in-law, he's a successful entrepreneur back in Roanoke, and we would go on vacation. He'd be like, "You ought to start this cleaning company, and do you have any coworkers that want to come out and earn some extra money?" And I, for like 3 years, we'd have the same conversation on the beach, and I would be like, I haven't asked anybody. I don't know. And finally, the third year, it clicked, and it was like, you know what? I'm out here trying to side hustle and at the police department make extra money. Why have I not offered this up to coworkers? And so I started a cleaning company and did it, very limited. I did not put a lot of time into it at the start. I was at the police department still. But then when we had our daughter, I said that I had a few bad shifts there at the end, and I said, it's either all or nothing. I'm just going to take the jump now and leave. And so that's what I did. And just been on the road to, grind and figure it out since then.
And you've been doing, I guess, 3 years?
Yeah, so we won't really talk about the real estate company. It's kind of hit or miss. But in terms of cleaning, we started it in August of 24. But I didn't really we were doing some more real estate stuff when I left the police department. And so since then, we really kicked up the gear on the cleaning company about summer of last year, and really started trying to, hire employees and grow. And since then, it's really taken off. A couple key hires have helped me take off tremendously.
I'll tell you what helped us want to invite you to come here is we're doing this. We like to do this series, American Heroes. And so last year it was veterans that we talked to. And this year it's people that donate their time or help those in the community.
Yeah.
And when I heard about your story is not only are you a cleaning company that does work for, I guess houses and residential and commercial and all that, but you hire people that are in the workforces to help get them extra income, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So I'll touch on that. So that's definitely the biggest value that we bring as a company. So my goal initially was just first responders and their families. So, we're talking police, fire, rescue, corrections, dispatchers, and their direct family to come out and clean. And the idea behind that was to, for one, as the first responder, I know what those families make in terms of income, or I know what those jobs pay, and I know they need to earn more, or most of them, they want to earn more, and they look for that. So I thought, okay, well, let's allow them to have a non-stressful way to come out and earn, not have to put their lives on the line on the police side, not have to get more court time, right? Yeah. While also on the other side, the business owners, so we are very strong in commercial. About all but 2 or 3 of our accounts are commercial accounts. And so the business owners, for one, in the cleaning industry, we kind of get a bad rap because a lot of the companies, either they just don't show up or they have problems with theft or things along those lines. So if I'm telling these businesses that, okay, we're bringing a first responder in, maybe they're a corrections officer or whatnot, they're already vetted by a local government, and I do my own background checks and we do our state police background checks. But, sometimes it's monotonous. Like, this guy's a police officer. Like, I got to send a state police background check to this, that kind of thing. But it gives them an extra blanket of security knowing that this is the person in their building.
Sure.
And then we ended up this year expanding to healthcare, as well as public school teachers and people that are working in the public school scene.
Very cool.
So, I mean, your clientele, obviously, looking at your website, is more geared to institutional, I would say, commercial buildings, things like that.
Yep.
Do you also do residential, I guess I would say, after construction type?
We do. Yeah, we have a pretty strong clientele of contractors and flippers that we do work for. That comes a lot from my real estate, experience as well. So that kind of, overlaps. So we do post-construction and we'll do deep cleans. But our strong suit definitely is in the commercial recurrence, where we can bring the most value, because those are the clients that are needing that trusted person that's always going to show up and not, steal from them or whatnot in their buildings.
That's right.
So
How would you say business is going? How many employees? How many people do you think you have
Yeah.
on average at a time? Do you have working with you?
right now I have 7. I've been up as high as 9. We had a wave of growth this year. We've tripled in recurrent account size this year. So
Wow, cool, man.
and that's since January 1. So we serve right now 23 businesses in Roanoke and Daleville, 1 in Newcastle, and then we're intending on, or we're fairly confident we're expanding into Franklin County as well by the end of the summer. So we're looking to hire about 4 or 5 more for that expansion.
That's awesome,
terrific.
man. I love young people that sweat. I mean, just and grind. And you called it entrepreneurial. And we talked about this when we were kids. That was a badge of honor. Like they actually taught it. We literally had classes that talked about what the word entrepreneur is. And now it doesn't seem like
I never had that.
Yeah,
I never had that.
Oh,
when I was
that's
in school.
unbelievable
Yeah.
that you saw that spirit. I thought that was one of the things. Oh, I want to do something like that.
Right. Well, I'm saying I had the spirit, but I never had the class. Like it was never
That's
taught.
crazy.
Like that was not something that was instructed. Like how to even start. What is an LLC? You're like that was all stuff that I had to look it up. You know.
But we know the Pythagorean theorem.
Right. Yeah.
But we don't know the stuff you really need to know.
Yeah, we don't know the Hindenburg.
Right. I love that too.
These are
Yeah.
important things.
Don't know how to file our own taxes. Like what
So what interested me, you were in our office and we were talking. The other thing I thought was really cool, and if you could touch on this a little bit, you mentioned your dad and racing, and Brian is a big race fan, and we talked about Mr. Busher and the T-shirt he got me and all that stuff, and we're big NASCAR fans.
Oh, we sponsor a car. Let's not forget
And we
that.
sponsor a car at Pulaski, yeah. So Corey Dunn, right? Dunn
Yep.
Racing, and so
Yeah.
just tell a little bit about you. You said you were in the kart series, and you
Yeah.
went on tour a little bit, and just talk about that as a young kid,
Yeah.
what that did for you.
Well, I think I'll touch on this piece a little too, because I think the entrepreneurial background will kind of come out here. So, my dad was primarily local series NASCAR crew chief for several years, but they also did the Pro Cup series with multiple drivers. He won a championship in '98 with Jeff Agnew with the USAR Pro Cup series.
Okay.
He also ran with Johnny Rumley in the Busch series, and then he's been with I don't know how many late model racers, probably 50 or more.
Yeah.
Won Martinsville, with late model drivers. He's done some pretty incredible things.
That's a huge deal, Martinsville.
Yes, it is. I grew up, all over the place at the racetrack, and so there's kind of a time period in between that and when I started racing, where I loved airsoft, little plastic BB guns, and so my dad had a race shop in Stewartsville at the time, and I wanted to start getting people together and playing airsoft games. So I advertised it on Facebook. It was the first group, it was before Roanoke Airsoft. And so I had people showing up from all over the place. I didn't even have waivers for them to sign. And so needless to say, the landlord at the race shop was not happy. We had to relocate fields. We'll just put it that way. Wow. But I was in the paper. I was in Roanoke Times for that. Still got that one hanging up. But then, so enter the racing world. So my dad, he never drove with the exception of karts. And there was always this bent up purple and yellow kart chassis that was in the race shop all the time. And I was a kid growing up. I never really thought anything of it. Well, one day I asked him, and I have a picture of it on my phone. The left frame rail was bent up probably 6 inches on it. And he come to find out, he was racing at Montvale down here one night after I had been born. And he got into a crash that ended up sending the other guy, he got airlifted by Lifeguard 10 from Montvale Speedway. And so my dad never kart raced again after that. And so then naturally I'm like, all right, well, it's kart racing. And so my dad was with his last late model client he had, Derek Lancaster out of Christiansburg. And we were at the racetrack that year, 2011. And we went and bought a really old chassis. It was like a 10-year-old kart chassis. And I started going to this track in Henry called Providence. It was our home track. And got my feet wet with it. I was terrible the first year I was learning. And we ended up buying a new chassis that year, but he wouldn't let me drive it until he could be at the racetrack with me. So that second year we went back and we just kind of took off. So Providence was our home track, but we ended up traveling in a few different series. The Tri-State Series was a big series at that time. Karting was kind of in its heyday. So I raced for 4 or so years. We ended up getting into the entrepreneurial side of that. We ended up keeping up some kids' karts. I don't know if you're familiar with Bugman and the Niningers, but Kip was a driver that we kept up his karts for a while out of our shop. And we went to the racetrack together, and I did the tires, and I kept the carts up and we won some races. So it was pretty cool.
That's cool.
It is cool. Oftentimes I wonder, and I really would like to learn that side of the racing, the business side of it. Like, I know it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I know, it's a lot of money to us that we give for the sponsorship. But the numbers don't line up in my head of how these guys do it.
It's never lined up for me, and I know a little bit of it on the kart side because I know, like, just karting is the base level, so everything goes up from here. But for what we were doing, we were karting at I wouldn't say the top of the top level because we could compete against them guys, but we couldn't do it every weekend because we couldn't afford to travel and get to the track every weekend. But at that time in 2012, we were going to the track with about 20, 25 sets of tires in the trailer. A case of tires was about $600 at the time. So a case of 6 sets. So you do the math on just the tires. A brand new chassis then was about $3,500. Motors were about $1,000. Trailers, your trailer to get to the track, fuel, entry fees, all the tools you need to keep the stuff up. So the only way for us that it made sense was keeping up the kids' carts. So, the parents would approach us and say, you guys are, competitive and my kid wants to get into something and do it. And so they would pay you to keep up the equipment, do the tires, get them to the track. And at that point, it was like, okay, I might be break even on my costs or a little bit less. I'm spending a little more than break even. Mm-hmm. So on the upper levels, it's really just because I have a racing itch to go back racing right now. My wife kills me for it, but I keep telling her by the end of the next year or two, I'm going to go back racing somewhere.
I can see you in a late model.
I want to be in a late model. That's what I've went up to Canada and raced a open wheel modified. That's my big car experience, and I've done some stuff at VIR non-competitively. But I want to get into a late model, and I called my dad 2 weeks ago. I said I'd pay my way into a ride if I can, if I have enough money for it, and I know somebody that's got a ride. I'll pay my way into one, just to get in the seat. But yeah, it costs a lot of money.
Money wise, I don't. Yeah, I've tried to figure it out. And although right now, the late model series is blowing up everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
and I'm so excited to see it.
Yes.
About 5 years ago, there was a team that we used to kart race with. It's Hillbilly Racing. Derek Hill was the kart racer we used to race with, but they have a tour mod. I guess it's Smart Modifieds that they're running, the 79 car. And back about, maybe it was more than 5 years ago, but somebody had passed down to me that car, you could get in that car for a weekend for like $2,000. And I sat there and I did the math, like napkin math. I'm like, that does not make sense. Like, I'm like, $2,000. Well, if I get into a crash, it's not my fault. Am I coming out $50,000 to fix this thing? Like, what's the deal? I don't understand that on the pay to drive side, but
yes.
It's very intriguing to me how these teams do it. I don't know how they do it.
Wow.
So.
Very cool.
All right. Well, it was great catching up. Do you got any?
No. It's. I was impressed. You're young. You're ambitious. Your story is really cool. We wanted you to be able to tell it, and if you can give a shout out, how do people hire you to have your responders come clean their office?
Yep. So you can find us on Facebook or Instagram. It's First Response Building Services, just spelled all the way out. And we also have a website, firstresponsebuildingservices.com. Probably the easiest way to contact me is my phone number on there, or you can shoot us a message too. But I make it a goal if that phone rings, we pick up, on the first 2 rings.
Yeah,
so that's the goal.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Before you get out of here, we always ask our guest if you could choose anybody in history or current to hang out with for a 24-hour period, who would it be, and where would you hang out with them?
Oh man,
just anybody in history.
Shoot. Okay, let me think here. This is going to be on the nerdier business side of it, but I would probably say just to watch him, Steve Jobs. That's
cool.
Yeah, just to see how he leads people and try to maybe not emulate everything he does, but just learn how he did what he did with what he had.
That's the first time we ever had that answer. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, we're always shocked. Like, you just never know what people are going to say, but that's cool.
Yeah.
It also gives you a little leeway into the mindset of the people that you're talking with.
Right.
So I can see
Awesome.
that.
That's a great question. I enjoyed that.
All right. Well, thanks again. That is
awesome interview,
Ty
Ty.
Severo, owner of First Response Building Services.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
At Boone Tractor, we're more than just a dealership. We are your neighbors, serving Virginia and West Virginia. We offer top quality equipment and personalized service to support your farming and construction needs. With locations in Bedford, Danville, Salem, Witherville, and Lewisburg, we're always nearby, ready to lend a hand. Trust Boone Tractor, where community comes first, and your success is built on quality and integrity since 1984.
Attention, Lynchburg!
The biggest selling month of the year is happening right now at Lynchburg Nissan.
And that means massive savings you do not want to miss. Drive away in a brand new 2026 Nissan with 0% financing for 60 months on select models.
Or save up to $8,000 off MSRP.
Upside down on your trade? No worries. We're offering up to 130% of fair KBB value. But don't wait, when they're gone, they're gone.
Get to Lynchburg Nissan today, where selection is at its best.
And remember, Lynchburg Nissan is home of the million-mile warranty.
Lynchburg Nissan. Drive more.
Save more.
Dum, dum, dum. Great guest.
Oh man, that was really, really fun.
Yeah. That's what I love. It doesn't matter whether it's first responders, whether it's American Heroes that we did last year with vets. Anytime somebody sits in that chair,
Yeah.
you don't know.
You don't know what's going to be said. And I talked to him before this. I just liked his energy.
Sure.
And that came
Yeah.
across. You know what I mean? And it gives you, like, we're lucky to be around young people that are smart and good with Emma, for example. It gives you faith. It gives you faith in the youth. You see so many bad stories, and you hear so many people that
She forgot her microphone.
that don't care.
I didn't know where he was going with this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just
I
saying,
was
your
chewing.
kids,
No, I
my
agree.
kids, it's that's to
100%.
be around. But it's really nice to hear someone, and it's so refreshing to hear them come in and just, hey, I work hard,
Yeah.
you know?
No, I 100%. Like, yeah, it's that was really fun. So I'm glad we got to do that.
Yep, very cool.
All right.
All right, drama.
Moving on to drama. I think she already did the.
Oh, sorry, that's just in the back of my mind. Oh, by the way, if you want to dial Ty to come look at you and give you a quote, his number is 540-597-2442.
All right. Drama, Clarkson Farm.
Yeah.
We're in season number 5.
You haven't talked about that in a long time.
It's because it was off season.
Oh, they just released a new season?
Yes.
Okay.
So season number 5 will debut June the 3rd.
Shouldn't he be an expert by now?
Dude, it's the greatest. Like, what's funny about I did a little research on himself, Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he's a multimillionaire with BBC, I think is what. So there were controversies. So I was like, well, what controversies did he have?
He
And
was most known, if I'm wrong, but Car and Driver, right? He was the
That's
driving-
late. So before
okay.
that, I mean, he was. I think he was a BBC.
Okay.
Like a what were they called?
Reporter?
Yeah, the
Anchor?
actual. Yeah, thank you, Anchor.
Okay.
But then, if I'm not mistaken, he was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire,
Oh, okay.
like the first.
I got you.
Before Regis Philbin and all that got later on over there. So it blew up. But then, yes, then came the Grand Tour and the Gear, whatever it's called. And so, like, again, I was like, well, what are the controversies with this guy? Like, and it's the usual trend. Oh, he said a homophobic thing. You know, it was this and that. And so he got fired, and then they canceled the show, and then it was other stuff. And so the producer was talking about, you know, how they knew the end was coming because basically he had said something and they didn't like it and what have you. And then he said, then the Clarkson Farm came along. And so the guy interviewing him, he was like, so Gerald, which is the farmer that lives next door but always helps.
Yeah.
He's like, where does, you know, because there's these unique characters.
Yeah.
And he thought that they were like paid actors. He's like, no, these are neighbors. Like,
Real people.
yeah, these are people that just, that's what made the show so great is
Yeah.
we didn't have to do anything. Like,
Yeah.
he's that stupid when it comes to farming.
Yeah.
And so I got this is a little clip that just for people who don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
Real quickly, the backstory is this guy's a famous celebrity who bought this massive farm in England. I think that's right. And just starts farming. He has no clue what he's doing.
Yeah.
But it's everything from code violations to civil fines to, not getting permitting for putting a driveway in, just all those things. You get to see government overreach.
Yeah.
I
think like the one I saw, there was a beaver dam and he's trying to get rid of it, and the government tells him he can't get rid of a beaver dam.
Right.
Yeah, just stuff like that.
It's stupid. So anyway, cut one.
Holy shit. Jesus. That is a unit.
He's just over 1,200 kilos.
So he's about 1 ton, and then he's got 1/4 of a ton of nutsack.
And is he quite docile? Are they? Oh, yeah, he's quite,
I'm not sure I'd say who are you looking at to him.
Do you want to lead him round? Do you want to walk him?
Okay, but I mean, the thing is, he weighs 1.5 tons. It's like pulling an oil tanker. Don't snort like that. Yeah, I hate the Spanish as well, don't worry. God, Struth, you're big. You're so big. Wow. It's like being in the presence of greatness. Even you're standing slightly gobsmacked, aren't you?
I mean, standing in front of him, he's absolutely enormous.
And also magnificent.
Yeah.
Right, let's take him back to his parking space.
It's wildly entertaining.
Yeah.
Because he can't do anything. He's a celebrity, so he goes out and buys a Lamborghini tractor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody owns a Lamborghini tractor. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So anyway, I know I'm excited about season 5.
Very cool.
And the good news is they've already announced a season 6 too. So this is going to keep on going.
Yeah.
It's wildly popular.
Yeah.
It really is. I know you think I'm crazy, but it is. It's wildly popular.
I've been entertained by an episode or two.
All right.
Yeah.
What you got?
I'm still Friends and Neighbors is still currently going on. So
Yep.
I think it's like halfway through season 2, I'm guessing. And so we're all caught up. So I'm just waiting for the next episode to drop. That's why I hate staying current with the show.
I agree 100%. When it comes out on Friday, I'll watch it Friday afternoon or something because I'm off, and then I'm like pissed because I got to wait another week.
Yeah.
But it's so
well done.
It's still taking these crazy turns that it's like you said, how are you going to get up? Oh, there he goes. That's how he gets out of it.
So my son, I use the analogy you do. My son has started watching it with Sarah. And shout out to Sarah. She got her master's degree this weekend. And so Perry texted me, how in the world does he get out of this? And I told him the analogy you did. It's like Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. If it was me, I would just give up.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, they got me.
Yep.
I just can't think. I can't get out of this. And yet he gets out of it.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yep.
All right. Moving on to TDS headlines.
Oh, I did see drama. Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Marty and I watched that this weekend on Saturday.
Can't beat it.
Sometimes you watch an old movie and you go, they couldn't not make that today.
No, there's no.
Jackie Gleason character would not be a character in any movie today.
No.
It's like Blazing Saddles. You're just not going to get that.
Nope.
There's a scene in there, just to let you know, that I did not remember. I laughed out loud. So the sheriff is chasing, and another sheriff, they fall in the river.
Yes.
And the sheriff gets out of the car, the ones that's in the river, and Jackie Gleason comes pulling up, and it's a black guy.
Yes.
But he doesn't know he's been black.
Yeah,
He's been talking to him on the radio the whole time, and he just kind of stares at him. He says, "You sounded taller on the radio."
Oh my God.
Oh, it was good.
Yes, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
All right, on to TDS headlines.
Yep. Sorry.
So
on
no, that's all right. I've changed the name to TDS because Trump deranged syndrome.
It is exactly
definitely. Mm-hmm. So ABC News did it. Trump-backed candidates beat at least 5 of 7 Indiana GOP senators who defied Trump on redistricting.
There you go.
So you defy them, you get the smackdown.
Right on.
NBC News, price of oil plunges.
Huh?
Yeah. And markets surge as on reports U.S. and Iran deal to end war.
That doesn't sound like derangement syndrome. That's pretty good.
I know. I was kind of shocked, but of course, when you click on the articles, you find it deep down that they've, they're going to put something on there.
You can always read that they're rooting against us.
CBS News.
Yeah.
Trump pauses U.S. mission to guide ships through the Strait of Hormuz to see if Iran deal can be struck.
There you go.
So I like it actually because I saw where basically, look, we're going to open this up. You know what I think was the game changer all of a sudden? And I'm telling you, I wish people would just stop trying to figure him out.
Right.
The only way I can tell you that Trump's brain works is money. Mm-hmm. And not necessarily for him. He understands that is what that's what makes everybody tick.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it was his idea or whose idea was it to float of putting pipelines in so we won't need the Straits of Hormuz anymore. All of a sudden, well, let's just hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Because not only could you put pipes in, but these countries would now control their own flow of oil.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to go through here, and it's beneficial to everybody.
He makes decisions that affect the next centuries.
And I don't understand why people are so hell-bent on just, God.
Can you imagine a world where Iran can't threaten us? Yeah, it changes everything.
I can, but what I'm saying is I think people think like, and I love him, Sean Ryan, he's part of them. He thinks this is a stupid war and we shouldn't be involved and blah, blah, blah. And I don't get me wrong, I love him, but I disagree with him on this because you think that Trump is doing this because of the same reasons that other presidents have done endless wars.
Right.
And it's not.
Yeah.
If you're in that frame of mind, like Tucker, I love him.
Right.
But this isn't a religious war with Trump.
Right.
Doesn't care. Dude just cares about, hey, we're going to change all of this. It's been wrong for 50 years.
That's my point. So imagine then he's been saying it for since the beginning of him in politics, even before politics, is Iran can't have a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
They can't have nuclear material.
Right.
And imagine in the back of your mind knowing that they don't have it.
Right.
That they're weak. He's done it. He's literally changed the world.
Absolutely. And and he'll never get the credit. And I don't think he cares at this point, because you know what? It's like I look back on stuff he did in 2016 that he doesn't get credit for, and I think he just sits back and smiles.
Well, I think it's also very cool on his part. You remember he flew to Alaska to talk to Putin, right? Mm-hmm. Hasn't worked out, but he went and talked to Putin. You know where he's going this weekend? China. He's going to speak to them, which scares me in some respects with Iran and terrorism and all that. It worries me. But he's not scared to go into China and go talk to them.
And make a deal.
Yeah, he'll make a deal.
Because guess what? China gets their oil from Iran.
Right.
And he's probably like, hey, I got some in Venezuela.
Yeah, exactly. Which, of course, that's where you used to buy it. Right.
Yes.
Cuba will be next.
Right. I mean, the dude's he gets it.
Yep.
So, all right.
Yes.
TikTok shout out this week is a gentleman by the name of Luke McFadden.
Okay.
It's at FV Southern Girl is his TikTok.
That sounds good.
And so Luke is you like young entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
I stumbled upon him because he's a crabber out of Maryland.
Okay.
And he literally just bought like the oldest boat he could find and he fixed it himself and he started crabbing himself. But his videos were literally just him doing it.
You know what? I know who you're talking about.
And
I've seen this.
He would do it wrong.
Yeah.
Just like we would.
Yeah. Trying to get
But
something
he
done.
would laugh at himself. And his famous line is, if you do it this way, you ain't no crabber. And it's like the right way would be that way, but no. If you're a crabber, you're going to do it wrong.
Okay.
And so I love watching his videos. And so this is a clip of Luke McFadden, cut 2.
Gotta be careful with this paint. Whew. People pay good money to smell stuff like that. When it comes to tape, buy the nice stuff.
Yeah, I've
It's gonna
seen this
save you
guy.
some Yelling, cussing, and screaming.
Looks like Helen Keller done taped that up.
It's very important that when you go to paint your boat, you don't sand it. People are gonna tell you otherwise, but I wouldn't believe them. It's good as used. Nice, clean, surface area prepped. Apply the paint. Look at that. Be good for another 12 months. Oh, yeah. It looks terrible. And you can't see it from where I'll be driving. The most satisfying part. Unless the tape rips. I missed. That's why I'm a crabber, not a sports guy. To keep that brown scum line from coming on the boat, apparently people put mopping glue on their boat. So I don't know if people are punking me or if this is actually a thing. But we're going to find out. I'm going to mop and glue the entire boat and then either feel really dumb or it's going to work. Boom. Just like that, she's ready-ish to go crabbing. There's still like 100 more things to do, but she's painted, she's zinced, she's ready to go. See any of these little hard-to-get-to spots that might leak a little bit? You just want to leave them unpainted because you want the barnacles to grow in those little hard-to-get cracks.
Wow.
Seal it up for you. If you have some barnacles, just paint them.
That's interesting.
Oh, and you know, one of my favorite parts of what he does this thing called Can It Catch, where people will comment on his videos to use for bait. So he'll use his shrimp bait.
Yeah.
And then like people have put in like gummy bears or stuff like that.
Will it get crabs?
Yeah. And so it's just fun to watch them.
When I used to be really into the Deadliest Catch, episode after episode, I know they're catching crab.
Right.
I still can't wait to see how many they have in that pot. It gets me every time. So, Emma, is there any chance that we can see how many followers he has?
Oh, yeah.
On that.
Oh, hold on. I'll have to look him up on TikTok.
Yeah. He's what's interesting about him is I've seen him grow. So I watched him just get that little boat, and now he would sell it on the side of the road. But now he's got his own property, and he took an old boat that wouldn't work, and he turned that into a store. So now he's got a store. I mean, it's so awesome to watch him grow from nothing.
That's really cool.
And he's just a cool dude, man. And he's just winging it. Like he's not.
Oh gosh.
1.7 million followers.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So get this, Emma, last week we did the TikTok shout out for that guy that did the movie reviews. And the TikTok community, remember we interviewed Esty. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so whenever we have someone on TikTok, Tyler Pinnell, they allow you to message one person. So I sent them the link, that movie reviewer, the link to @LLH, and told him to listen to what minute that we did his clip. He replied back and said, "I'm really glad that you liked the Blackberry movie."
Oh wow!
And he's like, "I don't understand why you didn't like the other movie." And so we had a back and forth about that movie.
That's cool.
It was really cool. It's like the TikTok community they talk to each other.
Oh, they absolutely support each other too.
It's really cool.
That's why I wanted to do these shout outs, because there is some really good information out there. But also for a young person to see a guy struggle like him and to start from zero. Like one of his TikToks, dude, made me so angry. It was a boat that he had just purchased. Like he had finally got enough money to get a real crab boat. And he bought it. And literally the next morning he went to go pick it up. Somebody had vandalized it, took out all the electronics, stripped it, smashed the windows in.
That's horrible.
And and it made me so mad.
Well, go on TikTok and send them the link. Let them know that we gave them a shout out.
We'll tag him.
Yep.
Perfect. All right,
cool.
on to sports.
Yep.
It's time for sports.
All right, NASCAR was in Texas last week.
Yep.
Trent was not a fan. You know what's crazy is, so apparently the rumor is in the NASCAR world that another track owner has agreed that they are going to rip up the surface and do Atlanta. And so the rumor has been Texas. And Junior was saying he does not believe that's the case because Texas now has the best racing it has had due to its age and the, whatever. So he does have some validity to back it up. They sold out their boxes this weekend, and it's the largest crowd they've had at Texas in the last 16 years.
So expand on it. Make it a super speedway, and that would be awesome.
But he just doesn't think that's going to happen if you've got fans coming.
There's one thing I know about Junior. He's wrong. That dude's wrong about so many things.
But if I don't if I'm looking at
Kansas would be a good one to go do.
Kansas or
but those tracks to me are so similar. It's just that arrow push thing. You can catch up to somebody, but you're not going to go around them. And that race, no one even caught up. They just stayed 3 seconds behind. I was not as big a fan. I think you guys become fans when Denny doesn't win. I think that is y'all's influence. You didn't want Denny to win, so it was a good race because Rick Hendrick car won. That's how it works for Brad, I know. So anyway, I just couldn't see what was so good about it. The same guy led the whole last 50 laps. I didn't get it.
I don't know. It had, I don't know, for me, what makes Texas different is that it's not really a trial. Well, like you have to, I don't know. It's just different for me. I like it.
I will say, how dumb is Kyle Busch? As much as I want to root for that guy, he just doesn't let me root for him because he just does a-hole things.
Yeah, but how dumb is NASCAR to do what they did after the fact?
To find Priest, but not him?
Yeah.
I didn't get that either.
Priest, and I do listen to Junior a lot. He said, I don't think people understand how frustrating it is as a driver, especially when you're a calm driver. And every week, you're looking at this race and going, oh my God, he didn't do anything that bad. It's not just this race.
Right.
You don't know what's been going on all year.
Yeah.
And sometimes as a driver, you've just had enough.
Yeah.
And you do look and you go, the guy's fast every week. Why is he doing this?
Yeah.
And he said he understood Priest 100%. And he said, it's not like, you and I both know.
The thing that screwed Priest was the audio.
I get it.
Yeah.
But you and I both know. Earnhardt, Rusty Wallace, they've all done exactly what he did. He didn't go up and hook him.
Right.
He, if anything, he barely touched him. He sent a message.
I don't know why they shouldn't have fined any of them.
No.
Right. Don't find Priest either. This is just a racing thing that you sort out, on the track. But I didn't understand why Kyle Busch did what he did. And when they were in 10th, when he did it, and to finish 20th because you're an idiot.
Yeah. Now, I hate it, and I don't understand it. And what really pisses me off is I hate Kyle Busch. But then later in his career, I started like Kyle Busch.
Yeah, that's the way I've been.
And now it's like, dude, stop, because I want to root for you.
Yes, exactly. Why are you doing that? Just to wreck. First off,
but
you're
I
not wrecking Chase
frustrations.
Elliott. But if you ever notice, Kyle Busch doesn't wreck Chase Elliott. He wrecks the ones that he considers beneath him.
Yes.
The young guys.
I agree.
And if you're not giving me, the king of racing, the space that I demand, then I'm going to wreck you. He doesn't do it to the normal drivers.
I think he's frustrated with everything that has gone on at Childress.
Correct.
2, he does hear Denny Hamlin mouth off that he's bypassed his years.
Well, Denny Hamlin is 100% right in everything. I love that Denny has his. Denny's probably the most refreshing voice in NASCAR.
It's so funny that you and I can have the most opposite opinion.
Who else does a podcast?
No,
Kevin Harvick waits till he gets out of racing to do something.
Yeah, no, I get that. But Denny also is the first guy that would hide behind a car if somebody confronted him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's behind a microphone, but ain't nobody in his studio.
Yeah, but Denny is an honest guy. He gives you exactly his opinion of what he thinks it is, and he's literally changed racing with his lawsuit. So I think what he said about Kyle is spot on. Yeah, Kyle might not like it, but it was true. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't made that team better. We thought he was going to make Richard Children Racing better, and he hasn't.
Sure.
It just hasn't worked out. I thought it would, but it hasn't.
All right. So this weekend we are at Watkins Glen.
Yeah.
And we'll do picks later on.
Yep. I think Kevin. No, actually, you won for the weekend. No, hold on. Nope, Kevin won for the weekend.
Oh, he won. Oh, cool.
Yep.
F1.
FU
was in Miami. It was a little more competitive. The race.
Yes.
But now they've really screwed me up.
Mm-hmm.
Because all my life, and we've talked about it on the show, Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, man. You got to get up early and watch Monaco.
Yeah.
And then you went right out of that into the Indy 500.
Yeah.
And then you went right out of that into the Coca-Cola 600.
Yep.
And now they've gotten rid of Monaco on Sunday. Why?
I don't get it either.
For what reason?
Yeah.
And so now that we've got the Canadian Grand Prix.
So the Canadian Grand Prix is on that race day?
Yes. So when are they going to run that? Are they going to run that at regular time to compete against the Indianapolis 500?
That's awful.
That would be stupid. Yeah. I mean, that is, you know how we talked about NASCAR doing stupid stuff? Doesn't it seem like F1 is just...
So I forgot to talk about it on what we did for our weekends. So Sunday, I missed most of the race because Marty and I had gone to a music festival down in Roanoke.
Yeah.
And when we came back, and so Apple TV and Sunday morning is not even on my radar. In fact, they haven't even raced on Sunday mornings, right? Because everything's been canceled.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just have not gotten into the F1 spirit yet.
Listen, it has been hard for me. And so, the race on the Canadian Grand Prix is going to be Sunday at 4 p.m. So I guess they're going to squeeze it between
Indy and.
You better hope the Indy's over with by then.
Yeah,
because ain't nobody switching it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't get it.
Well,
oh well.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just touch base real quick on NHL. The Carolina Hurricanes are off to a great start. They're 2-0.
Okay.
On Philly, they went into overtime the other night. A great hockey match. You and I never watch hockey unless it's playoffs.
Yeah, kind of wait till it gets closer to the finals.
All right, and NBA, OKC leads the Lakers 1-0.
Good.
Minnesota leads the Spurs 1-0.
Good. Get out.
Pistons lead the Cavs 1-0.
Good.
And the Knicks lead the 76ers 1-0.
That's good, too.
So, off to a decent start in the NBA for the playoffs. Something happened this week, Trent, that didn't make SportsCenter. And it's crazy to me. How about a group of 14-year-old boys pulled off an epic win? And I'm surely you've heard of this.
Little League World Series?
No. 14-year-old... I call it rec soccer. It's a league in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
They played the women's Washington Huskies this weekend and beat them.
Oh, you mean like the state of like the university?
The University of Washington women's soccer team.
Lost to the 14-year-old boys team?
Rec team, not a 14U like.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm thinking to myself, so here's what's crazy about that. And I went and looked. So this is not. So I'm thinking, all right, well, maybe Washington just isn't good in soccer. How about they were in the Elite Eight last year?
Wow.
In the championships, right? They got beat by a 14U soccer team.
Yeah. I saw.
But why wouldn't SportsCenter talk about this?
Of course. What in the world? I saw back in the day, I still remember articles when Pat Summitt had the really good Tennessee teams that run.
Yeah.
She attributed the reason they won is they practiced against men.
Yeah.
But and she said we wanted to play against them. So I was like, the men's team? And no, it was the intramural team from Tennessee.
Sure.
They would come in and they would play them.
Yep.
But that was to make them better. There was no, it wasn't like disrespectful or anything. It was just to get better. And she knew she needed to have them play against men.
Yeah.
Yep, that's wild. And then I saw somewhere, it might have been Serena Williams saying that if she had been on the men's side, she'd be out down in the 200s or maybe high 100s.
It's just another feather to say men don't belong in women's sports, period.
Yeah, exactly.
I support women's sports.
Yeah.
I don't want men playing it.
Let the women go win.
Absolutely.
Against each other. Yep.
Love it. All right, moving on.
Yep.
What's happening?
It's time for news.
All right. Let's see. I have heard people say that MAGA, the movement, is dying and or dead.
They keep wanting it to be.
And then last night happened.
Oh.
Apparently they had primaries in Indiana. And how about this? Over multiple states.
Yeah.
26 Trump-endorsed candidates won their primary.
Perfect.
Many of them beating Rhino incumbents.
Hey, when does Kentucky have their primary?
It's coming up.
Okay. So Massey is going to be a tough one.
That is a crosshair.
That's an interesting one.
Let me just tell you, if that happens,
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a lot of people in D.C. shape up.
Yeah.
Because that's the one. Because I think he's still wildly popular.
He had like 80+% of the vote.
So if he gets primaried out, that would be a shot heard round the world type thing.
Well, I mean, what's his name? Our guy, Bob Good, got primaried out.
That's right.
You know? That's wild. So that'd be interesting. How about Vivek? Vivek won.
Yeah.
Was he in your What's Happening? I'm sorry, I didn't read.
Vivek Ramaswamy, he is the GOP candidate for governor of Ohio, right?
He won.
And then you've got a Ohio race with J.D. Vance's seat going against the old guy who J.D. beat.
Mm-hmm.
He's back. Sherrod Brown, I think his name is. Mr. Oh, yeah, I really care about you people.
So what happens in California? When do they do their final two seating?
That's coming up.
Okay.
And it's just like always, Trent. I don't pay attention to it because I don't believe half of it. And so they've all been saying, oh, the top two Republicans. Well, then the poll I saw today showed that now it's a dead heat because Swalwell dropped out and another person dropped out. Democrats will get in line.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way they're going to allow a Republican to win that
They're going to
race.
figure out how to beat us.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't ever think that's All right. Here's something really that caught my eye that pissed me off.
Yeah.
How about the judge that's hearing the Trump assassination attempt guy?
Ridiculous.
Literally apologize to the guy.
Yeah.
And tell him that his conditions, were not right in jail because he was being jailed, whatever. And he compared it. He said January 6ers got better treatment than you.
Oh.
Like, who is this? And who judges the judges?
Yeah.
And I'm being serious. Like, we know so far that that Boasberg, and then there's a couple others that, listen, you can look at a judge and go, he leans right or left. I mean, these people purposely do stuff.
Yeah.
Well, who judges them?
Yeah.
And don't tell me the appellate courts. I'm saying who legitimately goes, hey, that's unconstitutional. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And you can't keep doing that.
I'm pretty sure the Congress would be the person that impeaches, but Congress doesn't do anything.
Well, they should with this guy because it's
ridiculous.
So I heard a guy say, listen, the judge has absolutely no say-so on what the jail does.
Yeah.
And he brought up a great example. He said, listen, Epstein should have been on suicide watch, and the jail should have had him isolated, and it should have been 24-hour surveillance. And he says, then when a judge steps in and says, you can't do that, that's up to the warden of the jail to be able to impose that stuff. The judge doesn't get to dictate how that person is being housed at a jail.
Yeah.
So that person was not happy with the way the judge was handling this. But
I just think about all the J6ers that no court hearing.
Right.
Had to be in or cell,
I feel they had to go in front of this guy is what happened.
Yeah.
He's a loony, man.
Absurd.
All right, moving on to CNN.
Yeah.
The CNN media mogul, Ted Turner, died today.
Yeah,
or last night, whenever it was. So I know a little bit about Ted. Obviously, he started CNN, the 24 Hours News Network.
He owned your Braves.
Yeah. Well, side note, he was known for his philanthropy.
Yep.
So I Google him because I'm curious. The more I read, the angrier I get.
Yeah.
So in 1992, after he started CNN, he also started this nonprofit. Stop me if you've heard this before. The United Nations Foundation.
Yeah.
In which he himself donated $1 billion.
I remember that news story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great guy, man. He gave $1 billion to this. So I just Googled, does United Nations Foundation take government funding? Oddly enough, it comes up and says no. And so then I look at their revenues. So their revenues were like $281 million. So their expenditures were $581 million. I thought, well, how do you spend more than you make for a nonprofit? And lo and behold, you keep reading, and it says that when what's it? I forgot the name of it.
USAID?
Yes. No, the United Nations Foundation.
Okay.
When it was started, it partnered with USAID for revenue. And I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
Like, this has been happening since 1992, Trent.
Oh, yeah.
So, of course, they're paying their bills, right, through the USAID. So what does United Nations Foundation do, Trent? How about
protect the
climate
world.
change,
Oh, yeah.
global health, gender equity, and human rights?
Yep.
And so I was curious. I was like, what does their CEO make? Because Ted Turner used to be.
Yeah.
Their new CEO, how about makes close to $400,000 annually?
I'll be damned.
And even when you look that up, Trent, they hide it. Guess what they make salary-wise? $63,000 a year. Oh, isn't that nice? But then there's another column that says other. $316,000.
Nice.
I don't know about you, but if my salary was 63 or 64,
Yeah.
but I somehow got 400,000 annually,
Yeah.
the other button doesn't work for me on taxes.
That works. Do you think when he makes an announcement like that to spend $1 billion on the United Nations, do you think he ever actually wrote that check?
Of course not.
Right.
He got paid back immediately.
Whatever. Yeah.
All right, moving on to our local Scumberg.
Yeah.
Abigail Scumberg, her poll numbers continue to drop. And today, guilt by association may not work out to her favor.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know if you know this, but the FBI raided the office and home of longtime state senator and political ally of the governor. Turns out she owns cannabis dispensaries. State Senator Luis Lucas, she is now being investigated for federal corruption and illegal sale of marijuana.
Yeah.
So the connections that she's had with these cannabis dispensaries, they've been busted multiple times for levels of THC in their product and where the product is coming from and all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
First of all, what is a state senator doing connected with a cannabis
Like,
dispensary?
did she not make enough money?
You and I both know, like, come, what are we doing? That's one.
Yeah.
But two, there's, of course, immediately, well, this is what happens when you weaponize the Department of Justice.
Oh, of course.
Coming after a state senator.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I can honestly say, if you're going to go after somebody, I very seriously doubt that she's a big fish in the pond.
Well, can we just start making arrests, please?
Yeah. Soon.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Just start doing it.
They raided her home, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Our post of the week.
Okay.
So this idiot had posted about redistricting in Virginia, right?
Yeah.
And so this person went on to say the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that race-based redistricting is now unconstitutional.
Yeah.
Right? We saw that with the Supreme Court 6-3 vote.
Yep.
So because of that, the South now will go back to their old maps, and the Republicans will win the majority. And so this person wrote, the midterms was just determined by a 6-3 vote, not by the people's vote.
Right.
So it was okay for us to rig
Virginia
an
to
election.
go through it. Right.
But how be damned if these other states should be allowed.
So in my little post of the week, this is second week in a row, but we got such a good response to what came out last week. I found another one sort of the same way. It's not by an idiot, but it's about the idiocy that we have to deal with. So the person says, we survived this, and now Democrats are complaining about 3% inflation. Okay, so these are the inflation numbers under Biden. This was what I've been saying all along. Every time they keep saying 9% inflation or whatever, they never talk about the combined 4 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like they always talk about how many jobs he created, but it's because they never talk about how many jobs were down because of COVID.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Right? So overall inflation for his 4 years was 20.1%. Home prices went up 35%. Mortgage rates went up 148%. Gas prices went up 46%. And food prices were up 21.5%.
That was Joe Biden on the train.
Just to put in perspective, yeah, he was on the Amtrak. So just wanted to read that as kind of put it in perspective of what the inflation numbers were. Yep.
Yeah, it's I don't know. You try to digest some of all that information and right, left, inflation. It's just I don't know. It gets.
When I had this conversation the other day about gas prices, the reason why people are not so outraged by gas prices is because we're smart enough to know this is a temporary problem.
Yeah.
The reason it's temporary is because of the whole thing that went on in Iran. Okay, that's not a permanent thing. What you did in 2020, you created a policy that was trying to drive away oil and gas consumption.
Correct.
So you made the policy
that's right.
make inflation go up by saying you couldn't produce any liquid natural gas. So LNG was stopped. You couldn't produce any oil, and you stopped all pipelines. You made all permitting end. You created a policy that caused gas prices to go up. What Trump is doing is a temporary measure only because the markets were a little unstable because they're worried about it. Imagine how much more stable it'll be if he can get this worked out. It'll come driving way back down, and we're all smart enough to know that.
Except your news networks.
Oh, they keep trying to push
stuff. And because I talked to a guy today, and he's like, I was like, yeah, I see where the oil prices plunged today. And he's like, well, that's not going to change anything with their gas prices. Hell, it'll take a year and a half before that stuff comes down. I'm like, why would you think that?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, what makes you think it's going to come right back down? I said, can I ask you a question? How quick did it go up?
Yeah. Well, it never seems to come down as fast as it goes up.
But you and I both know it's not going to be a year.
Right.
With Trump.
Yeah.
Like and the reason they say this is because they know it's coming.
Yeah.
And they're trying, like, what did they say about the tariffs? It's going to cause massive inflation.
Yeah.
And then it didn't happen. It was, it's gonna.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
Yeah. Oh, and he was wrong. The Supreme Court told him he was wrong. Okay. Well, let's not count the fact that he did raise a ton of money.
Just like one of those videos that I saw about what we talked about a couple weeks ago, that one of our videos that was kind of like some people were commenting about the deaf.
Oh, yeah.
Like one of the comments said, oh, good God, deaf doesn't cost that much.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that's the only thing it does?
Right.
Like, you're stupid. Like, I could bring your brother as a prime example. Easily $8,000 in fixing the deaf.
Yeah.
If it's not on his truck, he doesn't fix it.
Right.
That's one person.
Yep.
Idiots. All right, moving on.
Yes.
Win, win, win.
We're going to win, win, win. And we're going to make America great again.
Did you forget the one part?
I did, but we got to roll.
Okay.
Sorry, we'll come back to KBI next week.
Okay.
Cut 3.
Most know my husband as the strong commander-in-chief, but his empathy transcends the role and shape a caring leader who constantly remembers each and every American soldier is someone's child.
That was an event where she was speaking. They had mothers of soldiers at the White House, and so she was speaking. Of course, you know him, man. He is so fun. He's back there just taking it all in when she called him a strong commander-in-chief.
He loves... He is such a comedian, man. He does not get enough credit, nor does she get credit for being the most beautiful first lady we've ever had. They wanted to so hard wanted to keep telling us that Michelle Obama is or whatever. Come on, don't lie to my face.
Yeah,
right. But they won't give her any of that tout, nor will they tout that he is that funny of a guy.
Dude, Dana White said it the other day on one of his interviews with a podcaster. He said, "Listen, I'm being dead honest with you. Take the most liberal person you can find. We'll go to dinner with Donald Trump one night, and I guarantee you." They may not come out publicly, but they will tell you to your face that is one of the best times I've ever had in my life.
Bill Maher. Bill Maher.
He brought that up as an example.
Yeah.
He's like, the guy has more in common with you than you'll ever know.
Yeah.
And he's a down-to-earth person.
So, did you see where Trump ripped Bill Maher this weekend? Did you see that? Like, he ripped him. It was ruthless what he said. But, I'm going to give Trump, he plays chess.
Oh, yes.
I, honest to Pete, think sometimes he does that to help Bill with his base.
Oh, absolutely.
Bill's lost probably a lot of
Yes.
his base because he thinks with such a red pill.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases. And if Trump slams him, it might be like he could have literally just texted Bill and go, hey, man,
Watch this.
I'm helping you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he just plays with everybody.
All right,
So
moving
good.
on.
Yeah,
Mount Rushmore.
Yep.
So today's Mount Rushmore is actual sex scandals.
Okay, I gotta tell you something. Yesterday, I've been wanting to know what the Mount Rushmore was going to be so I could tell my friends.
Right.
And a lot of times when you don't say something, I will come up with what it is because Chris has asked. And a lot of times you go with whatever we did. But before I made that, I thought, well, let me just check with you what it is.
Yeah.
I was driving down the road. And then later I replied back, well, why don't we do top 5 crimes? And you said, why do I even try? I thought you were messing with me. I scrolled back up. You said sex scandals.
Yeah.
I swear to you, I read sex positions.
Jesus God.
Why?
I was like, what is wrong with you?
Well, no, I was like, I'm sitting here reading this and I'm like, God, when he says something, never once have I said, really? This is what we're going with? Or just choose a different subject?
You said,
I'm like,
and
my
then I
God.
scrolled up and I was like, oh, he said sex scandals. I was like, best sexual. I was like, what are you and Ashley doing?
That might be too far, Jar.
No, Ashley
Well, I mean,
Bobbitt. I mean, there's a generation of people that don't know
I don't know who that is.
some of the things that we've.
Yeah. I didn't think I could come up with 5, and I really couldn't.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, there are 5 just in sports alone.
I know. But I hate those things, and I just don't like gossipy type stuff. So anyway, it was okay. It's okay.
You ever notice there's a pattern?
What?
It's okay. It's his mouth.
Also, I asked why Jeffrey Epstein was not on.
Mine.
Yeah, or yours.
It's because it's pedophile.
Yeah, but I don't take that as a sex scandal. I take that as pedophilia.
Correct.
Sex scandals are a little different story.
So I guess we're doing that the next week.
No.
No, we'll figure out.
Hey, how about your top 5 pedophiles?
Guys, what is?
Give me your best 5, Brian.
All right.
All right, yeah.
So my top 5 sex scandals.
Yes.
Elena Bobbitt.
Probably so.
And for most people, they do not know, including Emma.
I didn't until you told me yesterday.
I mean, that was a legitimate story.
Yeah.
That was massive.
And this is what got you to do the subject.
Correct.
Because you and Ashley talked about, was she threatening you?
No. I don't know how it came up. But, she turned it into a joke.
Were you the one? Somebody was telling me that they talked to someone that was behind that car when it happened.
That was the joke.
Oh, okay.
Is that they interviewed the person behind when she threw it out the window. The the appendix.
Yeah.
She threw it out the window and they said, God, did you see the penis on that bird? Anyway.
Yeah.
So Monica Lewinsky.
Yep.
Would be another major sex scandal.
Do you know who that is, Emma? Isn't that crazy?
Guys, I don't keep up with.
No. It's not about you, Emma. I'm just saying.
No, I was going after Brian.
Isn't in.
That could be such a big. That should be in a historical. It was so huge.
Dude, he got impeached over it.
Yeah.
Out of a legitimate trial, legitimate.
Yeah.
Not like Trump's impeachment. This was a legitimate
Sexual misconduct in the White House, for Pete's sake.
And he literally.
Bill Clinton?
Oh, yes. And he literally said, I did not have sexual relations
with that woman.
Was this not his wife?
No.
Or like.
Hillary Clinton was.
No, I know, but I didn't know if they were married prior.
No, this is while he was in the White House.
Yeah.
This is literally, she was an intern, a college intern.
Right. And that's another thing. Like,
yeah, exactly.
He's the president taking advantage of her.
Yeah.
That's the.
And how smart was she?
To save the dress?
Yes, because she knew that they were going to destroy her.
Yeah.
And by the way, They did destroy her.
Yeah, they were, but she was going to be through the gutter. And then they went, what? A dress?
Oh, yeah. Then they started changing their tune.
Yeah. And a cigar.
It's gross.
All right. My next one was Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah. That was huge.
And I mean, he went to prison.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Guarantee you people don't know that Kobe Bryant was he charged with rape?
Yeah. Threatened. Yes. I think they ended up dropping charges.
Yeah.
Because he made a financial, I'm sure.
Sure.
Move for
Who
that.
did he rape?
I think it was a Colorado. It
Yeah.
was in Colorado at a party or something.
He was at some type of
While he was
exclusive. Oh yes.
I know there were scandals while he was married. I just didn't know
Yeah.
he raped anybody.
Yep.
Got off.
Ended up. I think I remember him buying his wife a 6-carat diamond.
Yep.
After that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then of course Tiger Woods and the infamous
That was huge.
Perkins.
God, do you remember that story every day?
Yeah.
And then after that, it was a story. It just kept coming out about this ruthless dude.
Isn't it crazy how that happens all the time?
Yeah.
It's like everybody around him knew of all this stuff, and then all of a sudden he gets the crap beat out of him by his wife.
Yeah.
And then it hits the news.
He was the Tiger Woods of fooling around.
Yes.
No. He was the Tiger Woods of fooling around.
Yes. Emma, let's do yours because you had one that I thought was hilarious that we talked earlier. I hope you put it on
Coldplay?
your list. No, but go ahead with your list.
I had the Coldplay concert.
Yeah.
What guy was that again? Or
I got that in mind too. I
What
don't know
company?
who it was.
I don't know the name of the company, but it was the CEO of the company. Yes.
And then I don't know who you're talking about.
We wouldn't know him anyway.
You said Jerry Falwell Jr.
Oh, that was Caitlin, not me. That was Kate.
That's a sex.
That's true. That was a
scandal.
good sex scandal.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
And then I had. You remember when Deshaun Watson kept getting massages?
Yes.
And then
That's true.
So 20 plus women came out and
Yes,
said
that's
they.
a good one. I hadn't even thought about that.
Mhm.
That's a really good one.
And then I had, what's his name? Sharon Moore, the Michigan coach.
Yeah.
that,
just got busted.
Just happened.
literally just got sentenced.
Yeah.
And then my last one was Larry Nassar or whatever. Nassar?
Oh, the Michigan State.
Or the
that was the
gymnastics coach.
gymnastics guy. That was gross.
Hundreds of women.
Yeah.
He had to
I
pay.
can't watch. I started to watch that documentary. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to see that.
And he has kids.
Ugh.
Like 3 of them.
Yeah.
All right, Trent.
Well, let's do Chris's.
Okay.
We didn't have Chris was banned for a week.
That's right.
So
Poor
at least he
guy.
played the game this week.
Okay.
So he also had Clinton and Lewinsky. Do you remember this one? The Anthony Weiner texting his wiener.
I do now.
What?
He was a congressman.
Yeah.
And the husband of one of the staffers for Hillary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who I think, if there was a real investigation, would be one of the most corrupt people ever.
100% correct. R. Kelly. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And that's underage kids. I can't do that. And Jared from Subway.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he did to get in trouble.
Pedophile.
Ugh. I can't do that. That's not sex scandals to me.
Me neither.
I can't do that. And then Bill Cosby, I guess that is sex scandals.
Yeah.
That was pretty huge.
Yeah. Harvey Weinstein. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I did forget about some of those.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than you think when you start to sit. The guy from that's the Houston Rockets head coach right now. He was the Boston Celtics head coach.
Oh, that's right. He got fired from that.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I did. I did sports related ones. So
Oh my God, your first one.
I checked. No, I'm skipping that one. That was just a joke.
Okay.
For you. That was a local joke. I just hit coaches just one after another, and I hate if these are just rumors that aren't true, but they were rumors enough to be kind of newsworthy. Coach Rabel.
But why is anybody losing their job?
Yeah, I don't get that either. I mean, if you're not. I mean, just because if it's infidelity, that's between you, your wife, and whoever the person is. Right?
That should be
Hasn't
handled.
it been going on for 6 years though?
Okay.
No, I'm wondering. I'm asking.
I don't know, but I don't understand why anybody is losing their job over this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, he's still coached. Let him coach.
No, I'm just wondering.
You know what I mean? I mean, how's he any different than the fireman that's in your neighborhood that's doing the same thing? He ain't losing his job,
right?
I mean,
or the insurance guy.
Yeah,
not our insurance guy.
Yeah. This one, I don't know if I got this one right, but do you remember Jeff Jones getting in trouble at UVA?
Yeah. There definitely was something there.
Yeah. And
For
so
sure.
he still got to coach, but he just had to go somewhere else. Dude, if you want to sit down and read something, read the Rick Pitino story of what he got in trouble with at Louisville. How he got to coach again anywhere. It was ruthless, the stuff. However, again, maybe you don't lose your job or whatever, that kind of thing. But the stuff that he was doing and getting blackmailed and paying these things under the table and all that stuff, it ended up, I think he's the one that ended up calling the FBI.
That's right. Yeah.
Because it got so deep. He was like, I got to get out of this. And he went to the authorities. They could do a movie on that whole scenario at Louisville. I got the guy at Coldplay. And then, dude, if I could go anywhere to work, let's say this engineering thing doesn't work out, I think I'm going to apply at JP Morgan. That's where that lady that just got busted last week. Did you see that? You don't know about this lady at JP Morgan?
I don't think so.
She had a sex slave. It was one of her underlings. She got busted for sexual harassment.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, it's funny you just said that because I do remember there was a police officer recently within the past 6 or 7 years where the whole police department was busted because it was like a female police officer, and it was like 10 officers within the police department. Oh yeah, they ended up having to fire a bunch of people.
Let's see if you can see a picture of her. I'll show you if it's her. None of those. Nah, I don't. That's a sexual harassment case. Is really what it is. Yeah, that's her. Very smoking.
Yeah, I could see.
So I saw Mimi this week that she was taking intern requests, and that dude Swalwell was first in line.
Yeah, he doesn't mind going from Congress to an intern.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, you know what? Sometimes once again, you surprise me. The subject ended up being better than I feared.
First thought.
All right.
Yep. If you have the responsibility of managing the sale of a loved one's estate, please call the Counts Realty and Auction Group. Since 1963, they have been a trusted name and have helped thousands of families navigate estate and retirement sales with care and professionalism, ensuring your family gets maximum exposure and value. Whether it's your home, farm, vehicles, personal or investment property, you can trust the experts at the Counts Realty and Auction Group. Visit them at countsauction.com or call 1-800-780-2991.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
I guess we'll have to rush through this. No, I know the interview went a little long. Just to announce something here, not announce something, but I did talk to Bill Bryant at Counts Auction, and he just wanted to say, hey, if anybody has an estate sale or something like that, to give Counts Auction a call.
Absolutely.
And give a shout out to Life, Liberty, Happiness that you heard about it on the podcast. All right?
Definitely.
All right. So, all right. I'm going to ask you, we talked about our education in school. So I'm going to start out, have at it, and ask you if you, in particular, remember learning this. Cut 10.
If you blow too hard, you get a really ugly sound.
God, I hated those things, recorders.
But if you blow too softly, you get a really weak sound. Now when you blow gently, you get a beautiful sound. And remember, don't puff out your cheeks while you're blowing.
What am I missing? What is...
I don't know, man. But I'm telling you, sometimes I get clips and I just think, I can't wait to see what your face looks like,
dude,
when this is playing.
God, I remember when Reagan came home with her stupid recorder. I was
my God, those things.
Well, why are we talk about stuff that she didn't learn in high school that we can't, like the Hindenburg. But yet we're still
why are we doing that?
Why are we still doing
teaching the recorder?
Emma, did you have to learn from the recorder? Did you have to do that thing?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Maybe that's why I was in band. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I played saxophone.
Like, who had connections with
God.
USAID that got that
Yeah,
curriculum?
but it's like in the 5th grade. Like it's like in elementary school.
All right.
All right.
Jesus.
Hold on, I gotta.
Yes, I do remember the recorders.
You did that in school? Way ago.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so, dude, these crack me up. You and I have talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
They have made up why they're mad about things.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is the No Kings rally, and I know you've seen these things too, but just to reinforce that, listen to this interview, cut 15 different people.
What do you make of the fact that he was democratically elected, even won the popular vote? How does that make him a king?
It doesn't make him a king. It makes him a president, not a king.
Well, this is called No Kings. So what does that mean to you?
It means we got to get rid of him. He's not a king. It's a democratic process, and we've gone that route with him. Now he's acted like a king.
Can you give me a specific example?
Specific example? Well, there's a million of them all put together. There's no one example. It's exactly.
Just one or two?
Guys, what's this?
It's more than one or two.
No, can you give me one or two examples?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, I can, I guess. I'm just in a loss of thought here on.
Okay, you can stop there.
You heard that, right?
What?
Like someone chewing, or is that you?
Mm-mm.
Who's doing that?
That's,
I don't know.
That's
That's
Brian.
him walking.
No,
No.
that's literally Brian chewing.
Oh, what?
You literally you won't do it now because you know you got
Wait.
busted. But yes, he chews during the damn show.
No, listen.
On.
Oh, that is him walking. It just sounded like I just thought Ryan was chewing really loud.
That's what I thought. I literally
thought,
too.
but I kept looking at you.
He said jerks.
Freaking kings.
But dude, if you were going to a rally, like you got in your car
Trent,
and you
why are you protesting Barack Obama? Like, what policies have you seen that would make you come out here and protest?
Dude, the Affordable Care Act. You can't put that on me.
Right.
You're going to make the deductibles go up, and we're not going to be able to afford it. Boom.
You can go right down the list though. No.
What makes him a king and no king?
I'm so angry.
There's a million of them. It's just the way he is. You guys are just angry. We're in a leadership position, and you've created this enemy.
Dude, that's why I keep telling people is forget about Trump just derangement syndrome.
Yeah.
If J.D. Vance is the next president or Marco Rubio, whoever it is,
Yeah.
that's what we move on to.
It's white male syndrome. And soon it's just going to be male syndrome because the African American, the black community, they're joining us. They know we're rational.
Oh, yeah.
You put our policies against what these weirdos are saying, they're going to follow us.
Absolutely.
All right. So, in fact, I got that coming up here in a little bit, too. All right. Listen to this woman. Obviously, she already looks like that side, right?
Yeah.
The liberal woman here. Listen to what she says about Mom Donnie in New York and how things are getting so much better already. Cut 20.
Criticizing Mamdani, and you thought it was the worst choice ever for New York, and everything that he promises he's going to get done, there's no way in hell he's going to get it done. Guess what?
What?
Not only did he get universal daycare to be a thing, he also got the state-run grocery stores. That's going to be a thing. The first one's opening next year. And everyone was saying there's no way that they're going to tax the rich. There's no way they'll get that passed. Guess what? Yesterday, they got it passed. There's a wealth tax, annual wealth tax on everybody that makes over $5 million, I think. Yeah, and it's going to bring $500 million into New York City annually. And everybody's saying, oh, all the rich are going to leave New York City. No, they're not. Let's see how fast that happens if that's what you think is going to happen. We need more people like Mamdani. We need more socialists in our government. That's what we need. It actually works. And he's going to show that it works. And as soon as people see that it works, things are going to change. The fact that he is the mayor of New York City, the fact that they nominated him and he won, it's a big deal, a huge deal.
Dude, they've drank the Kool-Aid and they're all over it. Whether there's any bit of fact or not, there is no fact in any of that. How could he have gotten any of that approved already? There's got to be a legislative session to get any of that done.
Sure.
He may have touted that he's going to do it. let's see that he makes $500 million a year, and let's see him sustain that when those people that she says won't leave do leave. They've already lost a big tax base.
I was going to say, they just had a huge article about the largest, wealthiest is already left.
And the deficit that they already have that he has to make accounting for, right?
Like, that's the thing. I wish they would just stick a microphone and say, okay, so if these people do leave, are you okay with the debt and the federal government not bailing you out? Because, technically that would be Trump's administration paying your way.
Yeah.
Of course not. You can't make it on your own.
But what's going to happen is in the next 2 years, especially starting this summer as we get towards the midterms, the news, the New York Times, the MSNBC, all those channels are going to be talking about the successes of Mamdani.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh, trying to.
Get ready for it.
Yeah.
Get ready for it.
Although I don't think you're going to have them. Honestly.
Dude, they'll make it up.
Yeah, but look what happened already with the grocery store idea.
Yeah.
It lasted a week.
Yeah. And not the ones that he's planning to build, but yes.
Except for there's not going to be any.
Right.
How long does it take them to build anything?
Exactly. All right. Is our man on today?
He will be.
Okay. If he calls, that's fine. But so this guy, I'm going to put Van Jones kind of in the category of Bill Maher.
Okay.
He says enough things that make me realize, you know what? I do believe he believes in what he says, but he does it in a tactful way sometimes that makes you think he is at least thinking about things. Right. So let's listen to Van Jones.
If progressives have a politics that says all white people are racist, all men are toxic, and all billionaires are evil, it's kind of hard to keep them on your side. And so we might want to think about, if you're chasing people out of the party, you can't be mad when they leave. And maybe if we had a different politics, we actually said dignity for everybody, everybody's respected, and we need you, more people might stay.
It's not going to happen.
No, what's crazy is he is now the fringe.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there was a time where I couldn't hardly stand listening to him, but he realizes what has happened to his party. The actual fringe, the people that are the farthest to the left are running it.
Yeah. But isn't he also the guy that said we were whitewashing?
Oh, there's been
Trump
times where I think at least what I'm listening to, he is recognizing that the people that funded his party
and go, they're not here anymore.
They're leaving in droves and coming to the right side, our side.
Correct.
How do you get them back? Remember, we used to listen. Well, how many times did we hear growing up? We need the tent. We need to make the tent bigger.
Yeah.
We have to be able to get people outside the tent.
Sure.
And honestly, Trump is the one that told everybody, you just need good policies.
Yeah.
The people would follow.
All right, what you got with Scott Jennings?
All right. He always comes through each week with getting me something. And we've been talking about this. You and I have been talking this forever. I know racism has been a crutch.
Yeah.
But dude, let's start looking at this from a realistic point of view. Are there racists? Yes. But are we a racist country? We are not.
Right.
Go ahead, Scott. It's an interesting proposition you raised that they're not represented. My friend Patrick Ruffini sent out an interesting statistic tonight. There are 58 members of the House who are black. It's a record, actually. A majority are actually elected from plurality white districts. We're so racist in America. You've got white people electing African Americans to Congress in record numbers.
Are those people in the South? They are not in the South.
Well, Tim Scott is. As far as I know, Tim Scott is.
That's one. That's one example. That's one example.
And so,
that's not 58.
And so the issue is racism. It is inherently racist to draw lines and divide people up by race. I mean, the definition of it would be we're going to divide ourselves up by race and say only a black congressman can represent black people, only a Hispanic congressman can represent Hispanic people. That is patently illegal
but the
under
issue
U.S.
is
law.
they were trying to
and
fix
it also
the problem.
makes also makes no sense when you consider that we're all Americans and we can vote for whoever we want. And often, according to the statistics, we do.
Amen.
But the issue.
Amen. Right.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Hanging around like a loose tooth.
Why are my dentures in the ice tray?
It's Carolina Kevin.
Oh, it's that guy again.
What up, Kevin?
Amen, TW. Amen.
My man.
Kevin, something we did not cover in sports was the Kentucky Derby.
Ah. Yep, watch that with Marty this weekend.
Did you put a little wager down on the Kentucky Derby?
Yep, but it won't the one that won.
Me neither.
Who'd you choose? Do you remember?
Mine were long shots. I think 3 of them were long shots, but I don't remember. These names are so crazy.
It's funny. I put money on I think 4 horses, but they were literally my mom's choice, my daughter's. That was for them. And Reagan chose, because she's such a shark fan, she chose Great White, I think was the name of one of them.
Yeah.
And of course,
yes,
it was the largest horse to ever be in the Kentucky Derby.
Yep.
And then homie had a fit and threw his trainer off, or his rider off, and then I think fell.
Yeah.
And so they ended up scratching him. And I'm like, my God, what in the world? But we do have to give a shout out. The first female trainer to win a Kentucky Derby.
Okay, I'm not trying to poo-poo on stuff like that, but are we at a time where we can quit saying that now?
The first
of something. Let's just celebrate that she won. Yes, sir.
Let's give the first horse that if you owned one, what would you name it to run in the Kentucky Derby?
Ooh, that's good.
Jackhammer. Get them damn pound of ground.
Ground pounder.
Yeah.
That would be a good name.
Brian, what is yours?
Elmer.
He hung up.
Where'd you come up with Elmer?
Glue.
You said no.
Did he hang up?
Yes.
Why was it?
He had to have lost connection. He's
We
the one that
always-
asked the question.
Here he goes.
All right.
Do y'all have a thunderstorm going on?
I thought you hung up on purpose.
I thought you didn't like Elmer.
I would name my horse Elmer after
No.
Glue.
That was amazing time.
Have you got?
Maybe y'all got a thunderstorm going on.
Yeah. What's your horse name?
Oh, Spanky.
And around the turn, Spanky comes.
From the jock. Hey, they didn't say on the telecast. They never said and down the stretch they go.
Really?
I was waiting. That's my favorite. One of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Down the stretch they come, and he never said anything.
And here comes Spanky. He's spanking other horses as he passes them.
Yeah.
That'd be my jockey. He'd be hitting other horses instead of his own, just spanking them as he passes them.
Emma, what would be the name of your horse?
Gosh, I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Mushroom.
What? I don't know.
Why do they make it so difficult?
They? Who's they?
Just
women.
No, I mean,
What do you mean they?
well,
Yeah, what do you
who's-
mean they?
Who's thinking?
Well, for Woodrow, I call him Squatchy.
Squatchy.
It'll be a little pony.
By the way, that damn horse was way behind and passed
Oh,
every single horse
amazing.
and went the farthest way around. He went around every single horse.
Yeah, she was. The trainer was talking about how she may not put that horse in the next race.
I hate this. You got to be in the Triple Crown.
Yeah, I agree, but apparently that horse does what it did. It's a late, and maybe the next track isn't big long enough for that to happen. Fix your training.
Yeah,
fix your horse.
If it was a man trainer, we would get her done.
Yeah. Hey, when will we have the first female jockey?
There has to be female jockeys before, right?
I ain't never seen one in the Kentucky Derby. Have you?
I thought that little blonde-headed woman that was interviewing her before the race, she won as a jockey.
Here comes Kevin with the facts. Nothing but the facts.
I'm going to type it now.
Well, speaking of weather, how's the weather in South Carolina?
76, waiting on some rain.
Now, you are heading out in the morning on a little trip?
11 o'clock.
And where are you heading?
Where Mama is now.
Yes, because our fans know where Mama is.
There have been 6 women in the Kentucky Derby. None, of course, have won.
Interesting. Where are you heading?
The Outer Banks.
Nice. You'll be staying at the Islander?
Mm-hmm.
So a little birdie told me that the Islander may be coming up for sale soon.
Could be.
Investors. I wished I had the capital. That would be awesome to own a hotel right there, oceanfront in Outer Banks.
The year I bought it, it'd be a damn hurricane.
That's what they make insurance for.
Yeah.
That'd be a perfect investment then. Get payout immediately. It's a really nice place. And here's the thing. Your clientele is already there.
Yeah.
Like I'm being serious. Like, Kevin, how many years have people been coming to the Islander?
Well, her mom and daddy opened it up in the 60s.
But I mean, she was saying that they have returning customers that have been going there for 20 years, 25 years.
Decades they've been going.
Is that Emerald Isle?
No, it's at Outer Banks.
Okay.
It doesn't look like this immaculate place, but you could eat, but it is nice. They keep it very clean. I've stayed there. It would be a nice investment.
Kitchenette.
Yeah, it would be a very nice investment. It really would. But the parents have passed away, right?
Yeah, and Elizabeth, the daughter, she's got it now. And I don't think her 2 girls is going to want to
Yeah, so they're thinking about possibly
be
selling.
involved.
Maybe we could get a deal made before it goes on the market. Get the right investors.
Well,
is this the Islander Motel by
Yes.
chance? Okay.
Yeah.
Has been built and operated by the Thompson family since 1972.
Wow. Yeah. Very cool place.
If you'd like to make a reservation, you can call 252-441-6229.
Yeah, that's where Kevin and my mom stay every year.
Is it close to the beach?
For the main
It's oceanfront.
Oh, it's oceanfront?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
They actually, the girl that Jennifer that works there now, she's been there 35 years. The one that just retired was there for 33 years. Eugene that was there as the maintenance guy worked for 31 years. And Carrie's been there for 26 years.
It's unbelievable.
So the place...
And so even through the pandemic, like Jennifer and them kept coming, but Eugene's passed. Laura was the front desk person. She passed away.
Yeah, I see that.
And the lady that worked up top, she retired. So the woman that worked before Laura, she's there now behind the desk. And Kerry, he's still doing all the maintenance by himself for the past 3 years since Eugene passed.
It's one of those personable places.
Oh,
Trent.
sure.
Like
family operated.
Like when Kevin gets there, there'll probably be a 12-pack of beer in his room waiting on him because he's a return. You know, they know what he likes and what he, just neat. They're neat like that.
In Morehead City, we like to go to Cox's for breakfast. Those waitresses have been there for 30 plus years.
It's crazy.
They get up every morning and they're going to go wait on the same tables.
Yeah.
It's crazy cool.
That's awesome.
If you on the bottom floor and go sit out of sliding glass doors at 8:30, there's a possum that comes by and he'll go by each place to see if anybody's left food out. I'm telling you, every night he came by religiously between 8:30 and 9. You go sit outside, and here he comes, making his rounds.
Did he ever play dead?
Good one.
No, but he smiled at me a few times.
Still one of the best commercials, right? The possum pet.
Oh, yeah.
He's dead. Psst. There he goes.
I threw him a piece of shrimp.
Piece of shrimp. He's so stupid.
I thought maybe this year, if he comes by, I try to train him, like to stand up and twirl around and lay the head and, give him shrimp as I train him.
All right, before you go, we got to get picks for this week. We're at Watkins Glen, NASCAR, Watkins Glen. Give the update. Give the updated standings, Trent.
Yes. So, Kevin, I want to give you a shout out. You won last weekend. First, you had Chase Elliott, who did win, and your overall points was a good week, 26. You had a first, a 12th, and a 13th. Brian had a 5th, an 8th, and a 20th, and I had the worst week, a 13th, a 14th, and Kyle Larson, 34th. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Awful. So the overall stats is I'm at 422, Kevin's at 446, and Brian is at 491. So we're all getting the race is getting closer.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, we're at the Go Bowling at the Glen, and they're just so we're all clear here. They have made some changes to the track. So they have put tire barriers. You remember how you always saw them come off and they would run wide and then come back in at the last second?
Yeah.
No longer. There's tire barriers there. So you got to cut that corner.
Oh, wow. So you got to really slow down.
Yes. So I think there were some issues with some wrecks there that they wanted to stop because there was some pretty nasty.
I think that's the place. Have you ever seen Jimmy Johnson's track historically?
Yeah.
I think it was there. That's why they had that little S curve now because of that.
And so it's there in one other place they've put up tire barriers. So just be aware of that.
That's interesting.
All right, Kevin, who are your 3 picks?
Tyler Reddick.
Jesus.
Good one.
Forgot about that.
Ty Gibbs.
Another good one.
Chase Briscoe.
So Toyota, Joe Gibbs Racing, pretty much.
Yep. Hey, Brian, you want me to go?
Sure.
Go? I got SVG.
Of course.
Well, I mean.
No, I do too.
You got to have them. I took Chris Buescher. And my long shot is AJ Allmendinger.
All right. So mine is Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yep.
My next one is Mr. Buescher.
Yep.
And my last one is Michael McDowell. I think Spireman is on a roll. I could just, they've been very competitive lately.
2 guys. I mean, Kyle Larson is a great road course driver, has got to get back on up there. Chase Elliott and William Byron, all those guys are good.
Yeah.
They've Chase just won, but the other Rick Hendrick cars just have not shown up.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they're in the top 16.
All right, homie.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I'm gonna be like a sewer line and get the out of here.
All righty.
All right.
Hey, Trent.
Sir.
What's made of leather and sounds like a sneeze?
No idea.
A chew.
A chew made of leather.
Oh. Got it. All righty.
A chew.
What's our end of show today?
Well, I do think we need to play this real quick. This is so good. This is right up our alley. This is number 47. Listen to what he says about jobs.
Skip it on this. Go ahead.
We could end
we
it up
had to
there.
cut the jobs because we were way bloated with federal jobs. And, I could, with one swipe of the pen, I could say, let's have no employment, and I'll hire 1 million people or 2 million people. I say, we just hired 1 million people, and we have absolutely no employment. And that's what they would do. they'd have bad numbers coming up, so they'd hire a couple of 100,000 people, and the numbers would look okay.
That's exactly what happened.
With me, it's the exact opposite. We terminate a lot of federal jobs that are unnecessary, and they don't like me for doing it, but a year later, they like me because they end up having a much better job, oftentimes in a place where they'd much rather live. You know, they go to the place that they want to go. They're not stuck in Washington or someplace else. Yeah. And they do much better. And in the end, I mean, I've had a lot of people come up, they say, I was so angry at you, but now I'm making sometimes 2 or 3 times the money in a job that I really like. So you got to do what you have to do. You have to, politically, I don't know if it's good, bad, or indifferent. I think it's probably bad, maybe politically, but in the meantime, I'm in the White House, so maybe it's good.
I love his logic.
It's just real numbers, man. We talked about that too. That you can fake unemployment numbers, and they really knew how to manipulate the numbers, right?
Oh, yeah.
So when you need gas prices to come down right before election, what would you do? You'd pull from the Strategic Oil Reserve. You wouldn't open up the permits and start having it done. You would manipulate the numbers, the math, just so you could change it. So
IRS, how many did they hire?
87,000 IRS agents.
Right,
hey, well, guess what? We've had a spike up in employment.
Call IRS. See if you actually get an employee.
Right.
Ain't happening.
So the only government employees I know that they've hired is ICE agents, right? In that case, you're trying to solve another problem.
Right. And they cut the funding to it to keep you from hiring them.
All right. Hey, last week we got a lot of feedback, positive feedback for that lady with the Alzheimer's that forgot, didn't know anything, but she knew who Jesus was. Yeah. This was another one that I thought was kind of cool. It's a little minute and a half, so it's a story about what the dogwood tree actually is, and it'll make you look at a dogwood a little differently.
Okay.
Yep. Have a good week, everybody. At LLH_podcast.
Yes, we're what were we up to numbers wise?
Like 170.
Yeah. Let's just blow up this week and go to 200. Crazy.
Yeah. Great.
On crack.
Great interview today.
Yes. Wonderful. So check all that stuff out. Make sure you go to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, but definitely go to YouTube. Like I still get people that go, I listen to you on Spotify or whatever. It's like, hey, you can watch us if you go to YouTube.
Yeah, you get to see my face.
Yes. So much more entertaining when you get to see.
The best part is the look on your face is when the lady playing the flute. That's worth going back and looking at.
Mr. Wilson over there behind the computer. We never get
and
to
I
see
did
her
catch her
face.
last week giving me a bunch of crap behind my back.
Dude, I told you.
You called me difficult.
Tootie. All right. See you next week.
You ever stop and really look at a dogwood tree? There's a southern legend my Uncle Bill used to tell me. It says that the dogwood tree wasn't always like this. It used to be tall and strong like an oak. Because of that, its wood was used for a terrible purpose. As the legend says, the dogwood was cut down and formed in the shape of a cross. Yep, that cross. And of course, the tree didn't choose this. It was just being used by cruel men for a cruel purpose. But even so, the tree was ashamed, distraught, and racked with guilt. But as Jesus hung upon it, the dogwood heard the most amazing words, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." God heard that prayer, and he forgave everyone and everything, even the tree. And so he made sure that the dogwood would never be used in such a cruel way again. And from that moment on, the dogwood would become one of the shortest trees in the forest. Its branches were twisted, almost like its wood fibers held a cruel memory. And every spring it would bloom, pure white flowers, with 4 petals representing the cross, and nail holes at each end, marked with the blood of Christ. And in the center, a crown of thorns. God removed its shame and replaced it with glory. So next time you see the lowly dogwood, you might just be seeing what God's mercy looks like when it touches everything.